Medyo wala pa siya nag-red. So, ayan, there you are. So, hello everybody. Hello everyone. Welcome to this session. For today, we are going to discuss about, we're going to tackle the PowerPoint as an office application. And so as we all know, we use PowerPoint uh, to to what they call this one. How do I say this? To create an effective presentation. So even before now, I mean before the technology or before the advent of technology, we use mga Manila paper, no? So sa pa Manila papers and all other na mga presentation tools manually. So, but this time, since because of the advent of technology, we are actually able to use this kind of resources available ahead of us. Okay, so one way to create an effective presentation is to take advantage of PowerPoint. So I just choose PowerPoint because it is um, it is known to us, no? I mean, known to everybody, especially because most of the or majority of the installed application in terms of office productivity is PowerPoint presentation, and most likely sa ato ang mga tagsa lang nag WPS or tagsa lang nag Open Office. Okay, so I'm not gonna be giving you really parang things, no? I mean, let's just walk through on the presentation together. So I know already that you have uh, you have known PowerPoint for quite some time. Even I guess in your age, nana ni sa inyong elementary, no? Or nana sa inyong I don't know. So probably or nana sa inyong high school or senior high. Okay, let's create another one. Later na na siya. Okay, so especially there is an integration between presentation and the Office 365 of Microsoft. So if you guys are using my Office 365, it would be better. So if you have a subscription on the Office 365, it has actually a lot of features. Now we are provided with a various of features that we can choose from this application. So one of which is the parang the application of artificial intelligence. No, there are actually a lot of AIs in the PowerPoint presentations. The same way in Office 365, rather the same with the Excel application. Okay, so I know again that you're already familiar with the presentation. So what I would like to give to you now as in our discussion is some of the like techniques, or we are going to walk through it every tabs here. Okay, so right here, as you can see, this is our working area. So this is our presentation, our view or working view, wherein we get to add our components or our objects here. And if, pretty much the same with interface sa ato ang Word and even sa atong similarly na this similarity sa Microsoft Excel. Okay, let's start with the Home tab. In the Home tab, there's not much here. It's only paste, the themes, no, and pictures if you would like to add pictures in your presentation. And then one thing that I would like you to have to take note in this particular tab is that the design, now design ideas. I like this design ideas because it will give me a cover page or parang a template of my presentation. So aside from choosing a template when you create a new presentation, the moment you open your application or your PowerPoint presentation is that it will ask you to actually choose a template. But right here in the design ideas, let's say you haven't decided yet what you are going to do or what you are going to present or to create or something. It will give you here the idea of what template you are going to use. So particularly if you have an animated template, so it will give you this kind of here, no? So though of course maka-insert kag videos dire and or GIF no mga animated object. But one thing I really like this design ideas. If you're opening now with your application, do you have there in design ideas in your PowerPoint?
Wala, sir.
Wala.
No, sir.
What happened nga nung wala? What version is that?
2007 minutes.
So wala mo in ani. 2007. Ah, oo, oo. Sa
2016.
2007 wala ay 2016?
Yes, sir.
Oh, na naman yata na wala kayo na pa siya AI dira. Wait for a while. Okay. Maubos ako. Yeah. So going back to where we left off. So again, this design ideas right here is going to give us some of the templates now for our presentation. So whether you're presenting related or your presentation is related to sama ni siya dre. This picture is going to relate to a mountain unsa ba kani siya mga plates unsa niya nga plates these are satellite plates no mga satellite sa ba tama ba and then if you're into sa mga plant no pwede siya inani pili lang kadra and then mga plantitos and plantitas and then you have here something like this one no like personal presentation nimo again so if I don't know back this is only intended for Office 365 so I would suggest you install Office 365 uh, in your computers. Yeah, so kinsa naggamit og Office 365 tira?
Dili mo gana sa ako, sir.
Dili mo gana imong design ideas? Dili?
Tanan 365 sa ko, di mo gana.
So pero naka-sign in ka na og account.
Yes, sir. Nalikarit lang dyan, sir.
Wait, sige daw. I-project daw, sige daw. Ay, i-present daw.
Wait lang, sir.
Sige po.
Mag-inani siya una niya, mag-error na.
Updating Office 365. Kuan si Oro. Dapat kasi kung gamiton nimo Office 365, maka-sign in imong account. So I would suggest you sign in your Office account. Anyway, so if ever you are able to fix that one later, so this is what you can do. So and there's more ideas that we can actually look into here. So this is the power of artificial intelligence in Office application, no? So
Mag-inani na siya, sir, o kanang application is enabled to start correctly.
patanaw daw? Pa-check daw. Pa-check daw, tanaw na to. Check na to.
Ano, sir, wait lang.
I see. Winword man yan. Was unable to start correctly. Click OK. Click OK. Close. To close.
Ito lang ka.
Sa winword.exe is actually the problem there is your Office Word. So I would suggest you uninstall all of your Office application and then you go to office.com right here. Wait for a while. Is ano na ko ipakita na ako sa screen. You uninstall everything, tanan office app nimo, and then you go to office.com, and then you will the new one actually is Office 365, so it would be nice. Nice naman noon tong PowerPoint na normal, no, but mas okay siya kung naka Office 365. So just go there in the office.com, and then you get the office. This is Office 365. Then you mas okay kung naamoy account sa office.com. If naka-subscribe, by the way, if that account is kanang naka-subscribe, mas okay siya kung you are subscribed to a cert to Office, no? So kay it would give you a lot of features, no? So if in case lang na, but if not, wala, so you can just directly download it. But again, you have only limited time in using Office application. Okay, so anyway, get back to where we left off. Wait lang. So that's one of the things you can do in Office 365. So again, you have here a lot of templates, no? And these ones are really good templates. Okay, yeah. So you can, yeah, there are animated templates, and you can actually choose. And the good thing about this one, the moment you type, okay, let's say you haven't chosen any yet, tapos you haven't decided muna. So pwede ka mag-type or anything here, let's say, give me a subject, particular subject.
AI.
AI. Ay lang AI kay mga AI daghang kaayo. Let's
Artificial.
say artificial intelligence. Okay, artificial intelligence. So the moment you type artificial intelligence, as long as you're connected with internet, no, so in the design ideas, you can actually look for mga mga templates, no? So yeah, you can actually choose any of it, yan. And then that's the good thing about this one. It's built. I mean, these are generated for you. No, this is the work of artificial intelligence also. So the moment mag-ano kag any subject, let's say geodetic, tayo na to geodetic. So as you can see, no, medyo feed siya og information from the internet. Geodetic engineering or engineering. So, or isa ka field ba sa geodetic engineering? Yan. Dapat kanina sana, no, para mag-load siya og mas daghan. Anyway, if you would like to see more of that, makita nimo ang other templates. Now, another thing with this one is, let's say we are going to take an image, let's say mangita tag image sa diri ta mangita tag image nire, no? So let's say, then if you are advised lang, if you are going to look for an image, I would suggest mga PNG na image. So example, geodetic naman, no? Okay, engineering or something like PNG engineering. And then you look for images there. So mas okay kung mga naka-transparent. So let's say samandre kani, no? Surveying. So I guess murag ano man ni wala ni siya background. I guess it's a PNG image. So you just have to copy it, and then you go to directly. So maghimo tag another slide di ay. And then let's say this is your slide here, and then you are going to paste wala siya. Anyway, so if ever na, by the way, if ever na pangit siya, no? So anyway, mag-generate po na siya og anything na unsay ano nimo. By the way, pwede nato ni ma-remove ang background. Pwede ka you double click this one and then you go to remove background. Pero dili lang ni siya accurate usahay. Like for an instance, akong ginabuhat ani is mark areas to keep and mark areas to remove, pero kapoy kay na siya class. So imo i-highlight unsa ang i-keep nimo. So i-ana nimo sa Photoshop pa i-ana nimo and then keep changes. Pero naay actually tool dali lang ana for doing a good presentation or creating good presentation. You can simply download this one if kanijud imuhang naganahan na image. You simply download it. Say download na to siya. Let's say yan, i-download na to siya. This is GE, Genetic Engineering something, desktop na lang para dali siya capture. And then you go to your URL and then remove BG. Okay, remove that BG. So remove that BG is a tool for removing any background, no, without using Photoshop or mga enterprise na mga say tawag ni enterprise na mga image editing, pwede nimo na siya ma-edit. So you can actually remove background to it. So kani ma-remove na ni, pwede nimo na siya i-copy directly or pwede nimo ni siya i-download, no? Download in HD ba or download something like that. And then you go back to here and then you copy paste that one. So right there, yan, mas gwapo na imong view sa imuhang. So pili din ka sa mga design, no, especially particularly sa ako like I'm not really into designing. I don't have that talent kaayo, so magdiretso ko mag-rely in terms of maghimo presentation, but I'm really not into fan of creating presentations here because I uses Canva. Later on I'm going to show you also what that Canva is all about. But again, you have here the yan, no, pwede nimo siya i-move around and then by with the help of design ideas you can actually choose anything here. Okay, yeah. So ana, okay, and then next is every time maghimo ka og, let's say nakay unsay tagay kog isa ka word for genetic engineer, kanang dili lisod di spelling ha kay basin di ko kabalo mo spelling. Or sa mga
Surveying,
related
sir.
surveying. Okay, surveying. So magulat ta sa surveying pa lang na keyword, mag-generate na dai na siya sa imuha og mga di ba nice kay surveying. Yan. Or kung di ka ganahan, syempre you can actually look into you can actually look any images there sa online. So yan, no, pwede na siya. That's this one is a funny word. I mean funny siya. Medyo funny siya pero again that's related to surveying, I guess. Kay murag CCTV something. So if you guys would like to add like napo yung instances na tagay kog isa ka keyword for engineering ba? Engineering, genetic engineering. Unsa pa? Aside sa survey, unsa pa may lain? Silent. Unsa man? Wala na? Repair na lang. May laing ano. Sige, repair. Sige, kuan. Squid Game. Squid Game. Okay. And let's say we are going to copy paste this one, this image. Did you know that the good thing about if you are going to create a presentation and then you don't have that much talent, no, in creating presentation, you can just directly copy paste this one and then let's say imo ni siyang i-background. So once i-background nimo na depende sa template, itataglaing template. Wait, mag-control N ta. And then we're going to use this template right here. And then let's create a new slide. And then, so Ayan, no? Mag-generate siya. If you don't like it, of course, you have the option to, it's your decision. Kamo bahala. Sana. So, these are some of the things that you can do in your presentation. Uh, right before your hand, no, using design ideas. Okay? So, again, yan. If i-himo na ni siyang like i-present, medyo nice na ni siya tanawon. So, yeah, like this one. Okay, na. Okay. So, that's for, by the way, there's also one of the important na mahibalan nyo. Gani ring format background. So, in the format background, you can actually fill in, or instead of if you don't like this one, you can actually hide the background graphics of this template, but not this one. So, you can also choose any solid fill. So, or you can actually select any picture na, you can also select any picture or image that you have downloaded there, and then pwede nimo siya i-ano into transparency. Okay, like for an instance, kani si i-ano na to into atong transparency dire. Okay, dire picture transparency. Now, para let's say mag-overlay ka ra og text niya, gusto nimo medyo makita siya gamay, you can actually do that, no? Okay, so that's for home. Okay, so let's go now to, of course, ang presentation, ang PowerPoint, no, it's only it's intended for a good and effective presentation. So we can go directly to insert. You can insert here table, slide, images. No, I'm not gonna be uh, demonstrating it. Basta you can actually browse any photo from your device, from file, from your stock images, and even from online pictures, especially if you're connected with internet. And then you can also do screenshots. Later on, I'm going to show you this add-ins. So this also the same with Microsoft. Maka ano kadrig mga we have here shapes, okay, and then icons. So if you're going to click icons, you will be listed with different icons that you can actually choose in your for your presentation. You can just insert it, and then ang color lang niya, you just have to change it into any color nga makita siya. So say yan, no? Okay, and then let's go back to insert. Later on, I'm going to show you this Canisia smart chart, smart art, 3D models, and add-ins. So also with Zoom. Okay, and then and most likely the same sa unsay mapili nato with using Word. Okay, so we can also insert here mga equation, no? Mga equation in binomial, expansion of sum, the quadratic formula, and all other common na mga equations. And then you can also insert a video here. Of course, that's I guess you've already tried that in your high school or senior high. You can also insert online movie, okay? And you can even record audio. So like mukanta ba ka, and then animation, and then mukanta ka, so you can actually record through PowerPoint. So you can also insert audio na mga MP3, and you can have audio browser. When you browse audio, na siya daghan na mga list of audio na pwede nimo pilian. Okay, if you have mga yan. So there. So balikan nato ang nahon sa nato ning smart art. So kaning smart art, it's also available in Word, I guess. So let's say for an instance, magbutang talig types of computers. So you have, let's say, macro computer, mini, basta na micro computer, and then mainframe, Example mo na imuhang mga ano sa imong computers, no, or types of computer, and you're sick of using typical or kaning mga basic na mga unsay tawag ani bullets, which anyway bullets, don't underrate, I mean don't bullets, kasi kani si bullets used ni this have been used even before, kasi wala kaning smart art ginagamit na ng mga bullets. This is to only put key terms in our presentation, and then we explain them in a way na what we understand about a specific keyword or key terms. Now, the good thing about converting it into chart, of course, is you can choose any of the charts here na siya list, na hierarchical, na ay relationship. So let's say since this one is list, pwede ta magpili diri of let's say okay, kani na lang atong pilihan. So the process man din no, so dili ta ani kanang list, itemize, naka-itemize lang. So let's have an itemize. Sa may pwede na itemize dali. Okay, kanina lang. So yan, naka-itemize siya, and then pwede nimo na siya butangag pictures. I-click lang nimo siya, and then you will be directed with the unsay mga i-insert nimo na pictures dira. And then pwede pod ka mag-right click, and then you can actually change graphic by selecting icon, clipboard, or icons, clipboard, and other images. So para this would also have kanang mga images. Okay, for an instance, from icons ta, and then yeah, so everything is possible as long as you're connected with internet, no? So let's say na to siya dira. Ayan. So click na to balik ang smart art. You can also change the color for this one if you want na maglahi ang color, and then you can have here different niya na format or view. So pwede nimo siya i-3D, pwede nimo siya i-inani, or anything na dili ka siya sakit sa mata. And then aside from that, you can also change of course, anytime pwede nimo i-change ang iyahang smart art. Okay? So, if you are going to go to design ideas, can you see design ideas sometimes, especially pag ma-recognize niya ang keyword nimo dire, mag-generate po na siya sa sarili niya og design. Tagaan kanya og possible na design for this one. So, ngita ta, try na to. At computer components. Okay na to see. Okay, and then so we have RAM, hardware, sige, hardware, software na lang. Hardware, software, and then peopleware. Parts si people. Example kani ato ang components of computers, and then using the design ideas. So yan, so design ideas lang labanan ana. Mag-generate na siya og mga ano sa imuha design, no? You don't have to worry about it kasi it will give you as easy as that, no? So especially if you're sick of mga dull kaayo na presentation, you can use this design ideas na. So this is what I like about in the presentation. So, and if you don't like this one, pwede pa ka mangita diha, daghan pa kay na siya dra og ihatag sa imuha. Okay? Then if you napay uban na i-convert na niya into like smart art, let's say convert na to siya into smart art, like example lang. And then, balik ta dito sa design ideas. So, let's wait for it to process kung unsa iyang pwede na design na mahatag. So, ayan. So, pwede siya makahatag og any design. So, if you want this or this one, or any, okay, anything. Napay uban mag-generate siya og icons for you, no? And so sometimes mo generate ko na siya mga icons for hardware, icons for software. So depende siya sa unsay i-generate niya, depende sa template na imong gigamit. So normally ang template, kung sa tong template na gigamit nimo dire mo na related na sa unsa iyang i-pang-generate dire, and with the keywords that you are actually using. Okay, so yeah, so that's for insert. Now, of course, this is given already, mga statistical charts. Okay. With the 3D models, you can use this 3D models, by the way. Okay. So, example, maghimo tag another slide and then insert ta 3D model. So, we are going to insert. So, yung insert dire kani, space. Okay, then insert nato ni siya. So, let's just wait for it to be inserted. So, if you have mga 3D modeling app, and then pwede nimo na siya i-import din sa imuhang presentation. But, yeah, let's just wait for it kasi medyo siguro daghan siya og components na gina-load. Okay. Ayan. So, this is now a tanggalon na lang natin. So, you can move this one around. So, pwede na ka maghimog mga animation tree. Pwede naman siya i-copy paste. And then, ang view niya, depende kung asa nimo siya wait. Ayan. So, pwede nimo siya ipahigda. Ayan. So, mura na siya. Ayan. Okay? So, pwede nimo na siya, if kana na jud kay time, i-copy paste nimo per frame and then mag-appear. Mura na siya o pwede nimo na siya i-move na maglutaw-lutaw. So, yan, no? That's 3D modeling 4. Ayan. So, yan. It's, again, sky is the limit in terms of unsa imuhang buhaton for this one. So, it's just, if you are really that person with much art in you, so pwede ka pwede ka unsa imong buhaton dira na unsa ba artistry dire, no? Okay? So also pwede pud ka napo na siya wait. Atong insert ba. Where is it? Ayan, 3D model. So pwede pud ka magpili og mga yahang mga formation, no? If unsa imong gusto na formation, or you can actually move around this one. Okay? Ayan. All right, so that is for 3D model. And then another one is in the insert, you can also do here kaning zooming of value. Example, I'm going to zoom in this one, okay? And then let's say I use summary zoom, and then if I'm going to click that particularly, i-add to siya to a certain, i-zoom niya tong isa ka so i-run sa nato ni, i-present nato. And then this one, i-click na ko ni siya, kay gi-zoom, di ba? Gi-zoom na to siya. And then it will be something like that. Yeah. Okay, that's the work of that's the of zooming, no, dala. Okay? Kani pwede po nato ni siya butang insert zoom. Okay, let's say slide zoom. And then say kani ang i-click niya. And then when we run this one, or when we present this one, and you click this one, ayan, so ana lang siya. So slide zoom lang. Okay, so that's the use of insert tool for inserting other objects. Okay. Now for add-ins, you can actually install or add add-ins here. There are actually a lot of add-ins you can choose, whether it's for education, productivity, for visualization, and all other mga tools, no, or other add-ins. So like for an instance, we are going to add add-ins here, like form. So form add-in. So I have here already a form add-in. Okay? So this is the good thing about if nakasynchronous imuhang application, kasi you can go directly to your Microsoft Forms and then log in your account using that one. Okay, so once maka-log in na ta, so let's say mag-log in ta with our account. Okay, and then okay. So forms is the same with sa Google Forms, no? Makahimo tag quizzes, surveys, katong gibuhat nato last time sa Google Forms. I mean, gibuhat nako na maka unsa mo maka encode mo og data. So this is the same thing there is sa Office ang forms, Office Forms. Katong last time is Google Forms na to tong gigamit. So let's just wait for that na ma-incorporate and close na nato ni. It seems like medyo nag-struggle siya sa iyang connection. Okay, sige. Let's leave this one muna. Wala pa man siya. Nag-load. Okay, so let's go now to, I'll go back to that draw, draw, what do you call this one? Tab. So let's go to design. Yes, here in the design, there's not much in here. Actually, this is used to select unsa lang imuhang kung widescreen ba ka, standard ba ka, and all other things. Yan. I mean, not all other things, but duha ra. Pwede pud ka maka-customize og imuhang screen. But normally I use widescreen because most of the screens karon gamit ang 16:9 na aspect or ratio, no, aspect ratio. You can also choose any built-in themes here. No, so I'm really not fan of choosing this one kasi I don't like the themes. So mas prefer na ako ang design ideas. So it seems like okay na siya nata, and then let's say natay basic computer here na kana, and then so example ato ani siyang ibutang dito sa ato ang form sa ato ang PowerPoint. So assuming nakahimo na ta og mga unsa na question or survey questions, you can get the link and copy this, and then you go to your here, and then you paste it here and then insert. So your presentation will now be served as like nana siya online more, okay, web, sorry, nana siya web portal wherein maka-survey na ang kinsa ang possible, or like for an instance if you're a teacher, especially sa mga teachers, no, na gusto niya na naay na like for an instance iyahang maghimo siya quiz after every presentation. Okay, and then na siya 5 quiz. So all the student just need to do is i-answeran lang niya ning presentation because you have incorporated here a form. So with that, makasubmit na.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Kailangan ba net gihapon na, sir? Para ma-access.
Yes. Kailangan din siya. Everything. Wala yung disadvantage, no? Kailangan din siya internet. Pero, di ba, most of the time or most of us karon medyo kanang majority siguro sa home nato karon anay connected na ta with internet, and di na kay siya na ka-expensive. Especially, it will really reach to the point na everyone is connected na with internet. So we're actually heading to there, especially pag ang government mag-provide yun. Actually, it's already law na connected ta sa internet public, but wala lang siguro kayo na disseminate, but yun, no? So then after that, naka-ano ko griso ay naka-fill in ako dito, and then when I go back here na response. Ayan. Yan. So as easy as that, no? How amazing. Okay, now in the design, there's not much parang features here. Okay. Of course, this one, familiar mo ani, mga transitions. So, dili na kayo na ako ni i-ansa na. Pili lang man mo dira og mga transitions, like kung say gusto nimo na transitions for your first ano, and then kani gusto nimo akong ganahan ng mga transitions dire kay kaning mga gallery, no? Yan mga ana, okay? Kaning box, ganahan ko aning box, wait. Kaning box or cube, ganahan ko ng cube. Ayan. So, na po yung mga nice na transitions like kaning origami. Ayan. So, ayan. Okay, and there are more transitions that I also like, which is kaning mga honeycomb. Ayan. And then you also have if you are not able to decide sa mga transitions, pwede ka mag-random sa tong random dire. Or this one, kaning question mark. Siya na maghatag sa imuha og transition action. So, ayan, no? Kani sila mo ni akong mga favorite na mga transitions. Okay? Ayan, mga wind. Ayan. Okay? And then, you have here the effects options and all other, and then pwede nimo butang sounds, but if presentation siya, ayaw butang mga sounds. And then, if gusto ka na non-linear, by the way, if gusto ka na non-linear, what do you mean by non-linear ang imong presentation? Ang non-linear presentation is when a presentation has beginning and end without user interaction. So, i-click lang nimo, pwede na nimo i-click tanan, and then on mouse click. So, meaning, it will not wait for the mouse click to parang move to the next slide. So, ang transition niya would be to get, diretso. So, pag naka-on mouse click na siya, of course, there is user interaction there. Okay? And then, yan, okay? And then, in the animations, of course, you're also familiar with this one. Dili na kayo na siya noon. This is intended for what you would like to do for this one, no? And I'm not really fan of creating or putting much animations on my objects. Kung magbutang ko, most likely fade lang. Yan, so fade. And then, naalang ko i-ano dire sa fade, then wala na po ko nagaano emphasis effects, but you can actually create emphasis effects. Gusto ka mo change ang color, gusto ka mo grow and shrink, gusto ka mag-pulse, nana. And then, napo siya i-exit, kung gusto ka mo exit na imuhang mga text dira. And then, you can also create animation path. Ang animation path is ikaw maghimo kung sa imong gustong buhaton na sa imo. I-try na to na later on. But, right here, you have here, I want you guys to focus, every after mag-ano kag animation, you click this animation pane, and then you will see here all the animation of that for this particular object, no? So this one is, we have content placeholder. So if gusto ka na on click, meaning mag-generate or mo act into event ang iyahang action if naka-click ka. But if gusto ka na after previews mo automatic siya og after previews na siya. Okay? And then dire siya nimo ano sa timings. Ayan. So dire ka mas mag-generate ay mag-ano sa timings. Sa timings, you can have here, let's say after previews, meaning mag-generate mo display ni siya. And then if you want na every after by the way, pwede ato din i-convert into if you don't want na kanin siya is mo ang pag-generate niya or pag-display niya is as one object, as together as one. So mas okay kung imo siyang ano as one by one. So and then Okay, pag click nimo ana sa ilaha, ay pag ano nimo ana, once naka ano gana siya 0 1 2 3, that is the sequence or order of ilahang ano. Pero that's every after on click. So mahibala na nimo na siya pag dili na siya naka every after on click pag 0 na tanan. So what I'm trying to say is that yan. And then on click ka, on click, so on click and then on click. So which is okay. Pero na usahay if you don't want that, gusto nimo na diretso-diretso siya, you can choose after previous, so ma-zero na siya tanan, and then make sure lang na nagbutang ka og delay or duration. Let's say imong ano is 0.5 seconds niya, ang delay niya is 0.1 seconds. So I'm going to run this program now. I'm going to run this presentation and then I'll just wait for a few minutes while I'm talking. So wala na interaction sa akong presentation. Okay? So automatic siya. So yan, basta mao na inyong tan-awon naka-0 siya. Dili siya 0 1 2 3. And for the animation path, so kani ikaw mag-decide kung unsa imong gusto na animation. Ay, ayaw ni. Ayan. Like, sige. Gusto ni mo siya muana, mutuyok, bahal ay mong gusto. Ayan. Oo, ayan. So, inana lang. Ayan na yung ginubuhat sa animation path. If you want that na inana. But for professional presentation, it's a no. So, I would not recommend that. Okay. Next is slideshow. Okay, there is a slideshow. For sure, kabalo naman play from start. Everything is going to mag-start siya from the beginning. If current, gusto ka na kani siya slide 3 imuhang butang from slide, and then you have also the presenter view. So sa kanang like sa presentation na uban naka-projector ka, ang imong makita katong mga text dire, and then pwede ka magbasa while reading pero di na makita dito sa projector. That is actually used for if naka-projector ka. And then you can also do a rehearse with coach. So kaning rehearse with coach is an artificial intelligence na it's an assistant of you, no, na kung welcome to my presentation. So the types of start rehearsing ka, ayan, ka. Welcome to my presentation. There, I'm going to discuss to you types of computers. The types of computers are the following: macro computer, mini computer, microcomputer, and mainframe computers. When we talk about macro computers, so na kay mga ano dira, no, mga effects whatsoever, and then ayan, and then so moingon imuhang assistant na daghan kag so daghan ka og mga fillers, so ginatabangan ka niya na maka-rehearse ka sa imong presentation without fillers. So kanimo mga fillers, like ako, I'm not that really a person na good into communicating or sa presentation just like this, no? So normally na mga mga fillers. So tudluan kani niya, no? Ni assistant nato. So siya mag-ano sa imo, mag-rate if okay ba imong presentation or not. So ang iyang ginaano ng mga fillers are mga ana. So magyaw-yaw din na dyan. Try not to use many fillers like so if inana, no, especially pag maabot na mo sa inyong capstone and thesis. Ayan. Okay? So that is rehearse with coach. So pwede nimo makita dayon ang imuhang analysis. So this is an AI of office presentation, which is naakay mga 125 words per minute ka in ang pacing nimo, and then daghan kag asa man to mga mga fillers. Ayan, dara fillers are so rehearse again until such time howd ka. But then again, it's of course it's just an assistant. Okay? Kaning setup show is if you want na, kasi if mag-present ka, duha man namon kay monitors or duha ka monitors ana imong if na kay projector or imong primary monitor, sometimes mas okay kung automatic. So automatic i-ano niya sa projector. But then again, automatic mo po na once ano ka sa projector. But what I would like you to have here is kaning show type na individual window. So kasi pag i-screen, ato ni siyang i-full screen, I have to, kung sa Windows mo nakaano, bali sa isa lang siya ang maano na screen. Tapos, I mean, kung imuha mo na siyang i-set up into individual window, duha ka buk imuhang screen pag run, pag play sa imuhang presentation. So, nakay presentation, amo nimong presentation, and then pwede ka maka-go back sa imuhang PowerPoint na, asa na to? You have actually two windows here, but dili makita what happened. Anyway, sa Windows, makita nimo na ang another presentation nimo aside, I mean, as another presentation, duha ka buk ang window na mag-appear. Okay? So, you can also hide slide if you don't want to erase. You cannot afford of erasing it kasi probably in the future, pwede nimo, gusto nimo na siya, dili nimo siya gusto mawala ang information na, you can hide that. And then you can also record your slideshow and rehearse timings. Like naakay ginaapas or na a certain duration na 3 minutes lang ang presentation, so you can do this rehearse timing. So all throughout from the beginning to the end, mag-discuss ka and then mag-rehearse ka sa imong timings. And then review and kani sila mga ano laman ni na kani sila mga gamit. Okay? So balik ta dito sa draw. Kani ako ang ganahan na part. So nani siya sa Windows tanan. So using if you have your pen tab or you have your phone nga na ay screen share or pwede makasulat, no? Basta any tool na makasulat ka. So using the draw option or something like wait. Click ato sa ning so example na kay maghimo kag lesson and then di lagi mo sulat. Ay, okay, tama, no? Namanday ko sa Mac OS, manday ko. Dili ni mo gana sa, sorry class, dili mo gana sa OS na ko ron. So what I can do is, gamiton na ko akong mouse. So I'm gonna show you sample for that. Okay, kanang sa YouTube. Sa maning tutorial code kunyo. Dapat si code kunyo ang magawas. Let's say for this one. Okay, so I have here a draw. Using that draw, you're able to draw. Yan, mga inana. Yan. So you can do that kind of presentation using a draw. Draw tab in your presentation. So let's go back there. So since dili ko maka-draw using my pen tab, it will be really difficult for me to do this, but I'm gonna try. Let's say for an instance, I am going to sibutang ko, I love you. Bisan di ko ni mo love bitaw. I love you. Pwede na pag by the way, pwede na nimo siya ibutang into. This one is also an AI. So pwede nimo na siya ibutang ink to text. So i-generate na niya as yan, di lang niya ma-recognize ang heart no into love, but ang I na recognize niya as I and then you. Did you know that's an AI of Windows of PowerPoint? So, but that is not what I am going to discuss today. So, what I would like to do for this one, assuming na nakoy happen. Okay, so I have here the text, and then I will go back to animation. So I'm going to click replay. So this will give me I love you something ana. So when I run this one, when I play this one, run man yun ng program. So it will give me that something na sana. So when you're trying to like discuss, mura gyapon ka og nagasulat-sulat or something, and it I don't know, there's really an impact no sa mga kanang inaani na ng mga written sa presentation. No, there's impact in the presentation. Okay? Especially pag mga especially if kana na mga presentation is about kanang, let's say for an instance, mag-ano ta og mga formula, no? So and then you are going to solve pangit na ba? So ayan. And then mayon kag solve for the value of y if the value of m is so 3. So pangit lang jud pagkasulat because again I'm using my mouse, di nakaigo. So we have here x is equal to 2 and then b is equal to 8. Okay, 8 dito siya. Okay, usabon na lang ako. Oops. 9. Okay? And then after that, sa Windows, I guess, murag mouse pointer na siya dala. So, ako ni siyang ibutang dire, and then you perform like calculation. Ako na lang ning ibutang sila tanan dire. For example, ana, and then you go to animation, and then you click on this one, so replay. By the way, yan mo replay na siya. And then kani siya, replay pud nimo. And then ang x og 2 nimo, i-appeal na lang po na nimo. By the way, ano sa na nimo tanan? I-group nimo na sila kasi dili na siya mo work if dili na nimo i-group. So, right click, group. Pag dili naka-group, unlike ani ba, paano nimo malaman sir naka-group siya? Unlike ani gani. Ano to kung diba kani mo ni siya group kay all together madala-dala nimo siya bisan asa. Okay? Murag uyab ba? Madadala bisan asa, joke lang. So you have here bx is equal to 2. b is equal to 9. So example, imuha ni siyang replay na, and then yan. So when you are going to discuss in your in your presentation, you are going to do so blah blah and then so when you solve from the x plus b if blah 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 ana din ka diba? Okay? So diba mura ka true. So especially that is what I like about if this is I could express, but normally I really use my pen tab kasi mas dali siya. And then yeah, so I guess that's it for the presentation. So you have here saan naman niya? Ato na siyang i-export into, by the way, pwede nimo siya i-export as video, as template, no? So pwede nimo butang mga password and all. So pwede nimo ibutang PDF, MP4, video, JPEG, TIFF, PNG, yan. So ayan, no? And that's it. Question?
Wala, sir.
None, sir.
Wala. Okay, did you learn something today?
Yes,
Na mo
sir.
na-learn?
Yes,
At least
sir.
dili. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes,
naa
sir.
na lang. Naa na lang.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, let's go over katong effective presentation. So, i-go over lang nato ning effective presentation. I just get this one from internet, and I like the content, how to create an effective presentation. So i-go over na to siya. So there are actually 300 according to him, although if this one is outdated already, there are 300 million PowerPoint users in the world daw. So if not 300 million, this one is few years back. So karon medyo daghan na jud siguro. And then that is just an estimation daw. About 1 million presentations are going on right now. So 50% of them are poorly planned, poorly delivered, or just unbearable. So the questions are would be, have you sat through a bad presentation? So if di ba normally if ang presentation that we are actually in front of the presentation and we don't really like, labi na karon no, ang mga ganahan sa mga tao kanang mga nag-animate, no, na animation, na especially kanang mga ganahay mo na siya storyboard, no? So that's why ang presentation is innovating na dapat pwede na ta maka-storyboard in our presentation just like atong sa draw kanina. Okay? So yan, because there are actually a lot of apps today na pwede na maka-storyboard ka and then at the same time nag-present ka. And then why was it bad? What do you remember about it? So ma-remember ni mo ang presentation na I don't like it kasi nani, aside sa the speaker is boring and all other pa na mga factors na di kaganahan. So you don't really learn, no? Kasi ang focus na nimo is not kasi it will affect the learning, no? Ang focus naman gud nimo is kadtong sa yung presentation na murag oy dili organized, and then there are too much information put, so probably dili pangit pod na no. And after that, aside from that, di ay ang presenter is nagabasa lang or read lang niya because nakasulat dito tanan niyang content sa iyang presentation. So you will not learn from it. So it's not the slides, it is how the slides were used or prepared. Okay, so this time I'm going to balik-balik na gini. So you have here 7x7 rule. So you should not, okay, 7x7 rule is mao ni imong say tawag ani presentation, and then imo nang huruton butang og information. So you don't do that in your presentation. As much as possible, you only put keyword there. Pwede ka sa isang presentation, duha ka keyword, tulo ka keyword, or you use a smart art. Okay? Yeah. So templates and bullets. So kanina no, naggamit ang mga smart arts para dili boring atong presentation. If possible, don't make use of bullets anymore. So mas okay tong smart art, and if to ka sa design ideas. So consecutive bullets can kill your presentation. That can kill your presentation. Okay? So face versus presentation. So what's with face versus presentation? So what do you think is the meaning of this one? Anyone? Krok, krok, krok. Hello? Hello. I'm Carter.
Yun, sir.
Unsay iyang unsay inyong idea about face versus presentation? What's your idea about this one?
Unsay mas effective magtudlo, sir, kanang maestra or presentation?
So for you, kinsa?
Depende gani, sir, depende.
Depende. So it's sometimes no, kung ang presentation nimo is good, it's nice even without even without the presenter itself, medyo ganahan ka magtanaw because there is so much art in there, no, which I really lack. And then plus the person who is presenting it is really naadyo siya sana he or she has so much things to share, plus the presentation is, of course, it may vary. So I mean, what is this will tell you is that the presentation, if your presentation is created in a way na it is you're not putting so much information in there, and you as a person is only the one giving the parang giving the knowledge about certain topic. So mga ideas, imong mga ideas i-ano nimo, but dili nimo siya ibutang tanan sa imong presentation, no? So let's make a better presentations. So first is visualize, organize, and tell a story. So ayan, I go over lang nato di siya, para at least na may idea on what what it takes to become an effective or to create or to acquire an effective presentation. So visualize, organize, and tell a story. So visualize. Today, people are 90% visual. So as we all know, in terms of what is enticing to human eyes, of course, the use of mga objects, the use of images, the use of colors, no? Text, ang points sa text, ang dots per pixel sa text, and all that. So it should be visible. It should be seen by the person, even if ang presentation na tool, ang tool where it is presented is just a television, makita or mabasa gyapon. And then if as much as possible you use mga images or objects instead of plain text. Okay? Yan. So words plus pictures is greater than words. As we all know that pictures tells 1,000 story, tama ba? Tells 1,000 words. Ayan. So visualize what you will say and how you will say it. Ayan. So avoid using clip art. Select real meaning images. So kung ang usang nag-relate ana na images, that's why ingon ko ganito sa mga keywords sa atong gipang butang is if ang atong design ideas mag-generate siya mga say tawag na mag-generate po siya og related na images for your presentation. So if you don't have a good picture, ayaw na lang butangi. Okay. Then 30 points should be your smallest font size. So ayaw butangi og 12 font size. Butang nimo for the purpose na ma-fit in tanan nimong gusto ibutang sa presentation. Presentation is a presentation. It's not a book that you are going to read when you are going to present. Okay, so Kiran, simple design rules, idea per slide. So if possible, one slide, one idea. And then you talk about that. So key terms, what is computer? Kana nga slide is only particular or intended for what is computer. Then next, what is surveying? So surveying lang na siya. Anything related to that particular slide should be only surveying. Okay? So fonts at most, matching colors at most. By the way, when you talk about matching colors at most, if you're using backgrounds that are dark, so make sure to use lighter text. Okay, but not all the time. There are instances na sakit sa mata, like black imuhang background and then nagamit kag pula. That is a little bit lighter pero medyo sakit na siya sa mata. And then there are actually blind, no, color blind people, like lahi ilang blue, lahi ilang green. Normally mga blind sila with green and blue. So make use of the colors. Okay, and then yun, matching colors at most. So if your background is dark, use lighter color. If your background is light, you use darker color. And then again, not clip art. So organize, everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler, according to Albert Einstein. So dapat dili na pud kay too simple, na dal kaayo imong presentation. Okay? So structure presentation, establish report, of course, create and state your objective. So because if you don't include it in your presentation, might as well tell your audience unsa ang intended learning outcome or unsa ang objectives ninyo karon, like inana, no? So which is, we know that na during our presentation we talk about, like, if teacher ka, or in our previous discussion, or probably pwede ka mag-start of question, have you ever thought of especially pag na kay presentation na pitching, no, pwede ka, have you ever thought of something like blah blah blah, and did you guys blah blah blah, blah and then after that you start with a question, and an open-ended question na would activate the learners or your audience, and then start interesting. So that's one of the ways to start an interesting presentation and create a smooth slide flow. So basin wa kabalo sa imong presentation na pag-click nimo lahi na dai ni next to slide na di ay, because you don't expect na nag next slide na siya, or na ay mga music or audio na sana imong gibutangan every per animation kay na ay audio, so pangit na siya. Okay, and end with a bang. Okay, so slide documentation is not acceptable. So what is slide documentation? It's putting so much information in your presentation. So again, put key terms only. Okay, mga keywords lang. So do not copy paste from books or internet. Make your own slide and then tell a story. So creating effective slides is just half the battle. Of course, delivery is what makes you a standout, because no matter how good your presentation is, gwapo kayo, animated, na mga animation, and then nice, you applied all the principles of good and effective presentation, but stutter ka, you're not ready, and then still it's going to it's not effective. Okay, so and then connect, so be conversational. Like sa akong gibuhat karon, I try to be being conversational rather, but because of our situation now, we're not really we are only meeting virtually, so medyo it is hard for me to do that. So and then you ask questions if okay na ba nani, and then yeah, you can ask questions about the topic, or of what are their ideas about it, something like that. And of course, look at your audience. Okay, don't look below. Ayaw at tanaw sa ano kay wala man imong audience dira. And be an emoticon daw. So dapat expressive imong eyes, expressive ka sa imong feelings, and then kung pwede halahot tanan emoticons nimo dira sa imong presentation. Okay? So sa una limited lang emoticons, karon daghan na kay emoticons, hala, go for it. And then humor, gestures, and face-to-face interactions are really good for doing a conversational presentation. And deliver with confidence, and then you can only achieve confidence if you are you are well off prepared. Okay, so know your slides beforehand, talk slowly but clearly, and then take short breaks to maintain attention. Make presentation to express, not to impress. Okay, and slides are not notes, so do not read. After all, your audience came to listen to you. So again, present to express, not to impress. So creating a presentation, again, these are just principles. These are not rules, but if you are able to apply it in your presentation, especially you're still first year now and you still have a lot of presentations to make, and even if when you graduate, you will probably, if you're part of a team na mag-present sa mga project or proposal ninyo, probably you will do that. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so this will lead you to a wow presentation and good grades. Now, another tool that I am using is canva.com. Kaning com na noon. Kaning canva.com. This one is a free tool, pero naiuba na not free. Dili siya free na mga tool. So naapoy ko ginagamit dati katong Prezi, about mo di na kay sikat ng Prezi karon, and then Swishmax na for animation, pero di na pud kay ko nagagamit ato. And then so in canva.com, you have here the templates of, but there are actually hundreds and no thousands of templates you can use in canva.com. Whether it is you're creating a photo collage, you're creating an invitation, a cards, a resume, a postcards, websites, presentations, logo, tanan na pwede na imo mapili. So for if example lang, you're going to create a presentation out of this one. So out of a template, wait for a while. Kaya lang, syempre, this is requires you internet connection. So, okay, example, presentation. Okay? And then, so you can choose here, naiuban na ibayad. So, of course, ayaw mo anang naibayad. Dito to sa free. Okay, so let's say dire, kani nga template, leadership during a crisis. Ayan. So, customize this template and then you will be redirected with the template and then you can now change, you can now modify this one for free. Okay? So, ayan. So, it's just a matter of exploration. Ano lang ka dala. So, pwede ka mag-insert o mga photos, mag-add og mga text, okay, or elements. So, ang text nila diri na silang mga text diri kay nain ani, yan. Fun, coffee please, up level, yan. And then sa photos, pwede pud ka mag-search, no? Search millions of photos and then kani siya tanan diri na object is can be modified or edited. So, if you're going to kani siya isa ka template lang ang isa ka slide lang iyang template. So mas okay tong template na naa siya few slides already. Most likely ang slides ani nasa 7 slides per template. So you can actually choose mangita tag mga templates. Ayo, kuan man ni kabuok iyang slides. 7 yan di mako makita. Okay kasi naay bayad. Okay, so dili tani kay naay bayad. Ayaw lang na. So, ayan. So, you can use this Canva thing. Okay. So, for your presentation too. Okay. And then, try na to ni. Is this for free? So, pag mo-customize nimo, I guess, ayan. Okay. And then, so, apply all 14 pages. So, if i-apply nimo na siya, okay, wait. And then for your next slide, dapat mo apply na to siya automatic and then putang nimo siya dira, next slide, tangka, and then next slide, tangka, then edit na lang ka. Okay? And then if you want to present, ayan, presentation lang ka. So present. So pwede presenter view para ikaw lang makita sa imong presentation while reading ana and then or standard. Then pwede po nimo siya i-download as PowerPoint presentation. So, wala lagi option. So, if wala option, then it means na siya'y bayad kasi wala ka naka-upgrade. So, naay instances din na ay PPT presentation ang pagka-download. So, if wala, then sad. Okay? Sad to say, wala. Okay, so I guess that's it. Do you have any questions so far?
Wala.
No, sir.
No, okay.
Wala, sir.
Sa
No,
Diyos.
okay, sa Canada.
Sir.
Sana all, sir.
Maul.
No, kay
Ay, po
Canada.
Davao, sir.
Ambot dito mo ka sa Churel ganina ni hapit kong Matsina or Matsina and then ato ko sa then ato ko sa Sasa. You know? So,
Sir. Ngayon.
Oo, sabot. Okay, wait for a while. Asa na? Tile. Ayan, so daghan naman na nato, no? 35. Okay, so naay nag-chat. Cartography. Ayan, contour line. Unsa man sila? Sir, compatible ba na sa Windows 7 ang alin? Ang Office 365?
Yes, sir.
Opo. Yes. What are this mga okay ay mga unsa ni mga app ni siya that you can use? Jugilon. Si Jugilon. Si Hubert Paul Navarro. Topographic
Sir,
map.
sample to ganyan.
Ay, sample ni ganina. Okay, sayang. Anyway, so I guess that would be all for today. So, sige, mag-ano sa ta, attendance sa ta. So, show your face reveal sa everyone. Face reveal para sa attendance.
Try.
Da, tuwara. Para, pugi kayo. So
Ibang taong si Irish.
Kaya lang, sir.
TikTok ka to kay wow.
Maligo sa amin, sir.
Bagong matatanan, sir.
Bagong mata sana all ako kay magpatulog.
Ayog sa ba, James?
Nangatulog. Nangatulog, hindi.
Wait lang, magpahumot sa ako.
Uy,
Nangatulog
Ay,
man yung
Sabado.
bandri for sure. Bitaw
Magkapos
sige,
kami, sir.
agoy si
magpahumot.
Irish. Nag-release po, tulog po kikan.
Magtrapo.
Yo, uy, wala. Nagluto.
Trapuhan.
Nanghimuta pang uban, sir.
Sa trapuhan.
Pagkabay ba, sir?
Sa trapo nimo. Anong na may
Yan,
trapuhan?
bago ng
Agoy
Sige
si
na,
Janan.
okay? Sige,
Mata
attendance. Pakita na, dali. Faster kay para makahumanata.
Faster para makatulog ng tukudog balik.
Oh, di ba?
Wow.
Palit mo ani. Palit. Okay, so mag-screenshot na ako, bala mo. Maabsinan ako ning mga waynaong.
Sir,
1, 2,
naguba
Kaya,
akong kamera, sir. Karoon lang yun. Karoon lang yun, sir. Pag ingon mo attendance, sir, naguba ang kamera.
Nangaguba tanan, sir.
Okay. Okay, so this is so far pinakadali na buhaton ninyo karon o presentation. So it's just inyo lang I mean for this topic for this week, inyo lang yung is yung artistry, inyong pagiging artist as a person. So which I lack personally, wala jud koy inana na attributes ako ang self. So I don't know kung naaba sa inyo that. So I just hope you're going to showcase it whatever activity that I'm going to give to you. Okay? So I guess we call it a day. Thank you guys for joining in. Have a great day. See you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
No.
Happy Teacher's Day, sir.
Sige.
Halo.
Kami na istorya ni Ma'am Mugado, sir.
Happy New Year.
Mugado, sir.
Sige, Balo.
Istorya ni Mugado.
Happy New Year. Happy Teacher's
Oh,
Day,
bye.
Sir,
sir.
ang grades, sir.
Among grades sa
Happy Teacher's Day.
Grades to, sir.
Happy
Teacher's Day
Sir, dagdag points at Happy Teacher's Day.
Roy.
Teacher's Day, sir.
Happy Teacher's Day, sir.
Ano din ay Happy Teacher's Day, sir.
Los Amigos Net Market,
Happy birthday, sir.
Wala ko na feel. Sige na.
Asa
Bye-bye.
tayo.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, sir.
Salamat.
Bye, sir.
Kanta na lang mo. Kanta.